Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we're making a beach house in Sulani. And this house, I built another one on the water, which is most of the lots in Sulani, so I thought it was really fun. And I really like building houses on the water. It's kind of difficult, and also, like, I do this one roofing style that you can see me doing now. It took me 6 months to figure out how to do that roofing style. It's not that hard. Like, if you actually think about it, it doesn't take that long, but I just could not for the life of me figure out how people were doing that style of roofing that you can see like even on like the fake houses in this world. Could not figure it out. I got it eventually though, and so I made like 4 of this type of house at that point when I had figured it out, because I just couldn't do it for so long, especially like when the pack came out. I would see so many people doing this and I was like, how? And it's just like you take you flat roof, and then you put another roof, not the same pitch, 1 in on every side, and then make it taller. It's not that hard, but for some reason it took me forever to figure that out, and so now whenever I do these roofing, I just think about how long I spent trying to figure it out, and that wasn't even that long ago. I don't even know when this pack came out. I think it was like 2018, which technically was like 3.5 years ago, but it wasn't until like 2.5 years ago that I actually like had the pack and tried it, because it took too long. So I don't know, but also that doesn't feel like that long ago, because I feel like that at that time went slower, I guess, or also faster at some places. So I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's been that long though, because 2018 in February was 4 years ago, so that's a little weird, but whatever. But also Island Living is kind of like an older pack now, like not older, but like compared to like it's not a new pack, so that's just also odd too. But this house is it was a little hard to do the floor plan for this one, because I kept trying different things and I was just like and so it ended up with kind of like a weird like I guess like nook. And so the nook just like became like a computer little area, and so it's kind of odd because computer and beach don't really go together in my mind, which I guess doesn't make that much sense, because I probably a lot of people that live on the beach have a computer, but like in my mind it's just like beach, no computer. So I don't know, but that's just kind of what I put there, because like it's just a normal house just like on stilts next to an ocean, so or just like inland body of water, because I don't know if this body of water is attached to the ocean in Sulani. I don't know. I haven't mapped the water in this world in my head yet, so let me just get right onto that. Next video I'll just update you on that one. But this house has an odd color scheme. It's like red, like bright red, like red lipstick red, and then turquoise, kind of. I don't know exactly what I would classify this color as. This color, and also like the rug, it's not like the same color, but it's about the same color. It's like around there, and that's the color I went with, which is kind of fun because I feel like these are kind of like fun, vibrant colors, but also it's just like kind of strange that I would pick like this, because like beach houses I usually do are like blue and like yellow and like stuff like that, like more like, I don't know, typical stuff you'd see at like a tourist beach house. I guess this isn't really a tourist beach house. This would be somebody who does lives here 24/7 probably, but I don't know. I guess like people who live on a beach house aren't gonna all have blue and yellow houses, so I don't know. But I just thought it was fun to make it not blue and yellow this time, and I just went with red, which I've been trying out the warmer colors this week, so that's really fun. Trying to get more used to the red. Still not used to it. It's gonna happen on a slow basis, but I thought it was really fun, especially with this color that I used for the cabinet. It's from Cottage Living. I really like this color. I'm not sure exactly what it is about the color, but I like it, and I thought it went well with the red, so I just used it, and that's just what I based the entire color scheme off the kitchen, which I actually usually do the entire color scheme based on the living room, but it's usually just basically what I do first, which is a lot of times a basic kitchen, and then I actually get into color with the living room. But I thought that was pretty fun. But that is about it for the house, so I'm now going to move on to some of the things that I've done this week. So the first thing that I had was that we got like a short day on Friday, which I was so happy about, because we already have a 3-day weekend. I'm not sure exactly what Monday is, but we have it off, so you know, I'm not going to complain about that. But then we got out at 1 on Friday, and that was really fun because that's 2 hours off. That's another 2 hours to just do anything. I think I spent it, I spent part of it building this, actually, I'm fairly positive, which is kind of fun. And then also I, you know, did my homework, which was not fun. It was world history readings. It was not fun. I was gonna read more Pride and Prejudice because that's what we're reading in class right now, and like get that done, but then I remembered that I never have anything to do at school, so it would be beneficial if I didn't do that. The only reason I actually do my world history homework at home is because the book is literally 3 inches tall, and I'm not carrying that around. It is heavy. It is heavier than my computer, so not doing that. Like, that would be dumb. So it is at home, but most of the homework I actually do is world history, and almost exclusively because I get every other thing done while I'm still in school. And so, well, that day I only had world history homework, which is also good, but we also did a good nothing that day, so, you know, really fun. So I had no homework that day, and so, well, other than world history, but that's every day, so I don't know. But we had the, like, couple hours off because we had some kind of, like, tournament of some sort on that day, and so, you know, they had to do, like, some whole, like, thing at our school, and so we got the day off, so, you know, not gonna complain about that because that's, you know, time off, as I said earlier, and so that was really fun. And as I said, I didn't do anything other than do this build, which was actually really fun because then I had the entire evening to, I think, go out to dinner, because I swear that's all we did that evening. I cannot remember anything else after 5 p.m. that I did that day. So, you know, that's kind of fun. Also, that day that we had, my world history teacher scheduled a quiz. Well, I guess it might be a test. I don't know the difference, and I don't care. Well, I do know the difference. I just don't care. But test or quiz, something like that. It's called an SBMC. It's stimulus-based multiple choice. Basically, it's multiple choice questions, but you get a reading or a picture to go along with those questions. And you kind of, like, answer them based on each other, unless you don't, which is kind of like a whole thing that messes some people up. So if, you know, the questions don't really need the reading most of the time, unless it directly says according to the reading, you just ignore the reading, which I think some people haven't mastered, but my brain immediately, if it's not like according to the author or according to, you know, paragraph 2, my brain will be like, you don't need that, and just throw it out the window, which I think is why I'm so good at it. Like, I'm not, like, perfect at it, but I'm doing a lot better than, like, some kids are in that class, because a lot of people hate SBMCs, and I'm just like, I didn't even study for that, which I have to study for, like, most other things we do in world history, which, like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, I'm not perfect at it, and I hate it, so I don't know, but I'm pretty good at these. I think that's just because my brain works that way. It's just like, you know, the reading doesn't matter, and so, you know, I think that's just, like, the biggest piece of advice. The readings don't matter. Like, well, the pieces of document, I feel like my teacher would say something about that. She's gonna be like, it does matter. I'm just like, I got a 14 out of 15, missed 1 question. That is the most I've ever missed on an SBMC ever in this entire year, and you have kids getting 6 out of 15s on a regular basis, so I must be doing something right with the ignore the reading part, so I don't know, but I just don't care. That and SAQs, which is short answer questions, tiny paragraphs that you write, sometimes about a reading, sometimes you just pull information out of your brain. Those ones and SBMCs, I don't study for. It's just the LEQs, long and essay questions, longer paragraphs, essay, basically, and then the DBQ, which I talked about recently, data-based questions, essay with data. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory, but without the, you know, with the abbreviations and, like, just, like, the letters, I don't know, they're acronyms, I think. Those are really confusing, but, like, when they're actually with words, not that confusing. But we had 30 minutes. It was 15 questions, so it's not, like, that bad, but we had 30 minutes to do that. So basically, you got 2 minutes per question, and some people use the entire class, which I thought was fine. But I had, like, a bunch of time to just do nothing, and so that just keeps happening in every class, so it's kind of annoying, so I don't know. But other than that, I've been doing painting recently. I've made a singular painting, by that is what I mean. I have another one, like, prepped, and by that I mean I drew some pencil lines. It's gonna be like a bookcase, because I've seen people draw bookcases and, like, paint them, and they look pretty, and I know I can't do that, but I want to try, and I have paint. I have green, blue, brown, black, and white, so we'll see what happens. And so it was really fun. I drew the desert with some cacti. It was really pretty, and it was really fun, but I got dried paint, not wet paint, dried paint, all over the floor, which I guess is better of the two, to get, you know, wet paint or dry paint. I got dry paint chunks, because the painting thing that I put down on the floor to paint on got everywhere. Like, not like, it was like dried paint, like, attached to it, because you paint on it, and you kind of just throw it in the corner. You don't wash it, because, you know, you don't need to wash it, it's fine. And so I picked it up and I got it all over the floor. It was really fun. But now I have this painting. The canvas came from like a thing that I held my medals on like 8 months ago. Now they're just under my bed, so I'm just painting them, which is kind of fun. But they have a bunch of holes in them, which is kind of funny to me, because there's just like a hole and another hole and another hole, because they're just like those like pins. I don't know what they're called, but like the things you put into like you know, I'm forgetting all of the words right now, but like a cork board. Yeah, the pins that you put stuff onto the cork board with, those are just holes. Like 20 of them per thing, and I just keep painting on them. It's all good. It's all fun. But that is about all that I did this week, so I'm going to end the voiceover right here, as it is also almost screenshots time. But subscribe if you did like today's video, or if you want to see more like this. But I do post 4 videos a week, so you can watch another video next time. Bye!